I'm from EPG. Lovely to see so many of you come, not just from across the UK, but I know from Canada, and all the way from Leicester as well, which is the biggest Indian city outside India. And Toronto being the other biggest Indian city outside India. We've got people from Hong Kong, of course from India, and the east coast of the US as well. So wonderful to see all of you. India Week is about a celebration of bilateral opportunities between the UK and India. Trade, investment, entertainment, film. We've got 6 events throughout the whole of the week. Today is the Film Conclave. We've got a drinks reception with the London Chamber of Commerce and Industry, who are one of our sponsors, on Thursday evening. Then on Friday, we've got the Ideas for India conference, where we have a number of ministers and tech CEOs from across India coming along. That evening, we have a black tie dinner, where it is being hosted in association with the Tripura government. And we have some traditional tribal dance forms from Tripura who are coming outside the UK for the first time to perform for us, along with Pratik Dattani, who's the head of the royal family there. Then on Saturday, we have the Dushman Singh Literature Festival, which is the new addition to India Week this year. So we've got a long week ahead of us. The aim of today, of course, as you know, is partly some brain food of hearing from great panelists here, but also all the meetings that many of you got scheduled. Last year has been the one behind the scenes communicating with most of you, and if you've not met her yet, she is wandering around somewhere. She's trying to hide behind that pillar, but that's last year. If today goes really well, Aman, who's sitting at the back, and I are happy to take the credit. If something goes wrong with the meetings, please ask Lasya. So that's the division of responsibility we have within our team. The UK and India, there's been 2 big things that have happened in the last 6 weeks or so. One is the UK and India have signed a free trade agreement, which has gone through 4 British prime ministers, all of whom have promised that the deal is just around the corner. And it hasn't been, but finally there's a stable government both in Delhi and London, and the trade deal has been signed. What that means is there will be a significant increase in bilateral trade in goods in particular between the 2 countries. Services also, there will be some positive impact. But this India Week, the whole week of events, is the first major international conference that's happening after the successful conclusion of the FTA. So particularly on Friday, there'll be a lot of discussion around what the FTA means for ordinary businesses. We've got people from the UK government, from various parts of the Indian government also coming on Friday. The other big thing that happened in India in the last month and a half was, of course, the Pahalgam attack. And talking to many of you over the last month, I know that this may have impacted your travel plans. Certainly that was true for some of our speakers and some of the people coming later in the week. But I'm very glad that there was a resolution to that, and that all of you were able to submit your visas in time and make it in time. The UK is a real leader in the creative industries. I think there was an article in the FT just a couple of days ago which said that the UK is a world leader in non-scripted content exports. I think from Rifi shared that on LinkedIn, and I read that from yours. Thank you for that. There's a lot that the UK and India can achieve together in the creative industries, in film. I know that anyone that's in the UK that's tried to work in India or with Indian production companies finds it a challenge. The way contract negotiations are done, the fact that negotiations probably start after you sign the contract, the way of working is very, very different. But that means for events like this, events like the Film Conclave, there's a lot of untapped potential that we can have. In business, often a challenge is meeting the right network, which hopefully we can solve today and later in the week. but then also sometimes there's a difference in business culture, there's a difference in the language, what you say isn't what gets heard sometimes, and that also through our team, we hope to be able to resolve. But I want to manage your expectations. This is year one of doing this film co-production market, so I do not expect all of you to walk away with 10 or 15 bags of cash at the end of the evening, because if you do, you're going to get mugged. This is not the nicest part of London we're in. But next year this will be even bigger, and then even bigger thereafter. But the ambition very much is that we help facilitate business in film, encourage co-productions between India and the UK, help connect investors, whether that's debt, whether that's grants like in BFI, whether that's equity investors, to filmmakers. 18 projects have been selected this time around. Many of you are attending, and some weren't able to attend, so they're doing virtual meetings during the course of the week. Aman and I, Lasya and Neeraj and the rest of the team would love your feedback over the course of the day as to how you feel the meetings went, how we can do things differently. Some of the last minute confirmations that are attending today, I just wanted to point out. We've got HSBC on table number 5, and it's great to have them. HSBC's HQ is obviously in London, and there's 3 people from HSBC that will be here throughout the day from different parts of the bank, from corporate banking, private clients, and elsewhere. So please do speak to them. Then if you are looking for an incredible wealth manager from Delhi, then Archana is there at the back. If you're an OCI or NRI and you want to invest in India, either through Gift City, which is like an offshore little hub in Gujarat, Archana can assist, or if you want to invest in Indian equities or elsewhere directly, she can certainly help. We've got one of the preeminent Indian community influencers here, Ganesh Kupala, who's at the back. He's had something like 3 million views on his LinkedIn in the last year. He just started his YouTube channel a year ago, or less than a year ago, and I think he's got about 70,000 subscribers, and that's been growing great. So please do, even if you're not just meeting funders directly, please do meet people like Archana and Ganesh and others. Anuj Radia, who is from Film Me, a leading entertainment channel in the UK. He's got a great following on YouTube, and if you're here for drinks this evening, he's going to be the one interviewing Mukesh Chabra, the casting agent. So that's a few of my intros done for now. I'm sure I'll be back later, and I'm sure that if you're staying until Friday, you're going to get sick of me. I apologize for that from now. So don't tell me later that I didn't warn you. I'm warning you from now. But for now, it's my great pleasure to invite